पेश करके ये लाइव सेशन CTT दिसंबर CTT 2022 के लिए होगा और इसमें हम बात करेंगे इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज एंड पेडागोजी की, जिसमें से एक चैप्टर है चैलेंजेस ऑफ टीचिंग लैंग्वेज इन अ डाइवर्स क्लासरूम। बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण टॉपिक है। यह टॉपिक जो है वो आपके एग्ज़ाम में पूछा जा सकता है। यहाँ से एक दो प्रश्न जो है पूछे जा सकते हैं। दिसंबर CTT 2022 की जो तैयारी कर रहे हैं उनके लिए बहुत ही शानदार अवसर है। इस वीडियो को, इस लाइव सेशन को ज़रूर इस लाइव सेशन से ज़रूर जुड़े और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को जोड़ने का प्रयास करें और शेयर करें। चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज के इस लाइव सेशन को। इस लाइव सेशन के जरिए हम जो बात कर रहे हैं वो चैलेंजेस ऑफ टीचिंग लैंग्वेज इन अ डाइवर्स क्लासरूम। टीचिंग ऑफ अ लैंग्वेज इन अ डाइवर्स क्लासरूम इज अ चैलेंज as well as an opportunity depending on the teacher's capability. The challenges of a language in a teaching of a language in a diverse classroom is a challenge as well as an opportunity depending on the teacher's capability. दोस्तों, टीचर के कैपेबिलिटी के ऊपर निर्भर करता है कि चैलेंजेस को कैसे वो हैंडल कर रहा है, क्योंकि टीचर के अंदर में अगर कैपेबिलिटी है तो डेफिनेटली जो है वो डाइवर्स क्लासरूम में वो लैंग्वेज टीचिंग बहुत ही बेहतर ढंग से कर सकते हैं, परफेक्ट तरीके से कर सकते हैं। इट इज़ वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड दैट मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म ऑफर्स कॉग्निटिव एडवांटेजेस टू द टीचर। अगर किसी टीचर के पास मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म है, मल्टीलिंग्विस्टिक है, अगर कोई टीचर मल्टीलिंग्विस्टिक है, बहुत सारे भाषाओं को जानता है, बहुत सारे भाषाओं को समझता है, तो उसके लिए एक प्रकार से कॉग्निटिव एडवांटेज है टीचर के लिए। कॉग्निटिव एडवांटेज है टीचर के लिए, क्योंकि कई सारे लैंग्वेजेस जानने के वजह से उस जो कॉन्सेप्ट समझाना चाह रहा है वो बच्चे की जिस लैंग्वेज में वो सीखना चाह रहा है उस टॉपिक में उसको सिखा सकता है। तो मुझे लगता है डाइवर्स क्लासरूम में क्या होता है कि अलग अलग बैकग्राउंड के बच्चे होते हैं, अलग अलग नेचर के बच्चे होते हैं और उस सारे बच्चे को हैंडल करना ये दर्शाता है एक टीचर के कैपेबिलिटी के ऊपर निर्भर करता है। टीचर का कैपेबिलिटी जितना बेहतर होगा उतना बेहतर ढंग से वो क्लास को क्या करेंगे, डाइवर्स क्लासरूम को जो है लैंग्वेज टीचिंग में सही से एस्टैब्लिश करेंगे या इस्तेमाल करेंगे। इट इज़ मोस्ट लाइकली that the new language to be taught may not interest the learners initially, by they gradually develop a sort of instruction as they learn it bit by bit. देखिए, नए लैंग्वेज आप अगर सिखाने जा रहे हैं किसी क्लासरूम में तो हो सकता है उस लैंग्वेज के प्रति जो है उसका अट्रैक्शन ना हो। धीरे धीरे बच्चों के अंदर में जो है अट्रैक्शन उस लैंग्वेज के प्रति बढ़ता चला जाता है और धीरे धीरे जो है वो बच्चे क्या हो जाते हैं, अट्रैक्टिव होते हैं एंड get applause or appreciation for the achievement. Now, India is a land of diversity. We all know that India is a country of diversity. There are a lot of different types of people, different religion. The people of different religion live in our country, and India is a country of diversity. Diversity exists in culture. Okay, there are different culture in our diversity and food as well as language people speak. A lot of languages are spoken in India. 1800 languages are spoken in India, and you know that constitutional languages, 22 languages are official language which can be used in office. Now in diverse languages and almost 22 official languages are recognized by the government of India. As you know that 22 languages are recognized by the government of India. My dear friends, whenever you go to teach, you would like to teach a language, a new language in a diverse classroom, and definitely you will get a lot of difficulties to teach a language, new language. But if you have a ability, possibility and capacity to teach, ability to teach the students and to handle the students, definitely you will handle the students in a diverse classroom. And it is also important that India is a country of diversity, and in this country 22 official languages are recognized by the government of India, as you know that. According to NCF 2005 नेशनल करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क 2005 के अनुसार मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म इज अ कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑफ द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ चाइल्ड। देखिए, मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म जो होता है वो कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑफ द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ चाइल्ड, किसी भी चाइल्ड का जो पहचान होता है कंस्ट्रक्टिव होता है, वो क्रिएटिविटी उसके अंदर में आ जाता है। जब ये मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म बच्चों के अंदर में एक चीज़ को कई लैंग्वेज में अगर आप तोड़ करके बताते हैं तो बच्चों को उसके प्रति उस चीज़ को सीखने की इच्छा बढ़ जाती है। Now, and a typical feature of Indian linguistic landscape. This linguistic diversity should be used as a resource readily available as a classroom strategy and goal by a creative language teacher. Now, teacher should be a creative language teacher. I am a teacher, I know. I am an English teacher, and I would like to tell you that if you are going to teach a language, then definitely you should be a creative language teacher, because you should have a classroom, and if you are going to teach that classroom, then definitely you should have a strategy to teach that, because we all know that classroom strategy and a goal by the creative language teacher. Today we know that multilingualism confers definite cognitive advantages. Every child feels secure and accepted by the adhering to use of multilingualism as a resource. बहुत सारे बच्चे जो है वो मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म को जो है रिसोर्स के रूप में इस्तेमाल करते हैं, और मुझे लगता है कि मल्टीलिंगुअल अप्रोच को जो है क्लास में लेकर के जाना चाहिए। एक जैसे आप किसी लैंग्वेज को सिखा रहे हैं तो उसको फिर दूसरे लैंग्वेज में भी बताइए, ताकि उस बच्चों को समझ में आए बेहतर ढंग से। वो जिस लैंग्वेज में सीखना चाह रहा है उसको उसी लैंग्वेज में उसको समझाने का प्रयास करें। एवरी चाइल्ड फील्स सिक्योर एंड एक्सेप्टेड बाय द अदरिंग टू यूज ऑफ मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म एज अ रिसोर्स। और सभी बच्चे जो है अपने आप को जो है सिक्योर फील करते हैं जब मल्टीलिंगुअलिज्म के जरिए उसको सिखाया जाता है। Effective understanding and use of languages enables the child to make connections between ideas, people and things. जब इफेक्टिव अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड यूज ऑफ लैंग्वेज इनेबल्स होता है, जब ये इफेक्टिव अंडरस्टैंडिंग होता है, जब बच्चे बहुत बेहतर ढंग से अगर समझने लगते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली जो है जो लैंग्वेजेस का यूज जो है वो बच्चों को क्या करता है, लोगों के बीच में, विचारों के बीच, लोगों के बीच और वस्तुओं के बीच में जो है वो क्या कर पाते हैं, कनेक्शन कर पाते हैं लैंग्वेज की सहायता से। एंड टू रिलेट टू द वर्ल्ड अराउंड, और वर्ल्ड से भी जो है रिलेट कर पाते हैं। लैंग्वेज ही एक ऐसा माध्यम है जिसके माध्यम से हम आइडियाज़ को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं, लोगों को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं और थिंग्स को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं और दुनिया से जुड़ सकते हैं बेहतर ढंग से, जैसे मैं भी एक लैंग्वेज के माध्यम से जुड़ने का प्रयास कर रहा हूँ। इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इन इंडिया एंड इन द वर्ल्ड। नाउ there is another topic I am going to discuss, that is we are talking about the topic challenges of teaching language in a diverse classroom, and you should be very careful about this topic, and because this topic from this topic questions can be asked in your coming ctet December 2022. So I hope that you should watch this video completely and share this video among your friends, they who are trying to crack CTT 2022 December CTT 2022. Now we are talking about importance of English language. Now let me explain you about the English in India is a global language in a multilingual country. Okay, English in India is a global language in a multilingual country, because India is a multilingual country and we know that English is a global language in India. According to NCF 2005, a variety and range of English teaching situations prevail here owing to the twin factors of teachers' proficiency in English and people's exposure to English outside a school. The goal of second language acquisition in attainment of basic proficiency in English and later development of language into an instrument for an abstract thought and knowledge acquisition through literacy. We must understand the diversity of language poses some challenge and opportunity to English instructors in India. देखिए, बहुत सारे challenges भी हैं और opportunities भी हैं। जितने भी language teacher हैं, क्रिएटिव लैंग्वेज टीचर हैं, उनके सामने ये समस्याएं रहते हैं कि क्योंकि इंडिया जो है मल्टीलिंग्विस्टिक कंट्री है, मल्टीलिंगुअल कंट्री है, और इस परिस्थिति में अलग अलग पृष्ठभूमि के अलग अलग बैकग्राउंड के बच्चे होते हैं और उनको फिर इंग्लिश सिखाना या इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सिखाना, तो उस समय थोड़ा सा कठिनाइयाँ होती है। लेकिन ये जो है एक अपॉर्चुनिटी भी है और एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट भी है कैसे वो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट थॉट को जो है अपने लैंग्वेज के जरिए, लैंग्वेज एक्विजिशन थ्रू लिटरेसी के जरिए कैसे जो है अपने लैंग्वेज को विकास कर सके, अपने लैंग्वेज का डेवलपमेंट कर सके. नाउ more work, more efforts are needed. We have to improve our English, and if you would like to improve English language, then you will have to share your more efforts, and more efforts are needed to improve English language in India. Nowadays, we know that English language has not been improved in India. Most of the people, they are facing difficulties to attain interview in English because they hesitate to speak English. They didn't try to express their views, their ideas in front of anybody. If they understand, they share whatever they would like to share. They should be able to share their views among the students, yeah, among the persons, so they who are taking their interview. Now, all teachers should be proficient to impart teaching in English in ways appropriate to their situation levels based on the some knowledge of language learning. Definitely, the teachers, they who have the knowledge of English, they should be able to give the knowledge. They should be able to impart teaching in English in a ways appropriate to their situation and levels based on some knowledge of language learning. Now, major challenges of teaching English in India. This is the topic we are talking about, and all of you guys, if you are new on my YouTube channel, definitely subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get further updates, and share this video among our friends, because this is the channel which will give you proper guidance and proper teaching material related to your different competitive exam. And just now I am imparting the knowledge related to challenges, the chapter, the challenges of teaching language in a diverse classroom. It is a very important topic. Then 2 questions can be asked in your coming December ctet 2022. Now we are talking about major challenges of teaching English in India. Now, teaching of English suffers from the general trouble that afflicate the educational system of India. It has been downed upon the country's educational policy markers that if English has to be at all learnt and taught well, some effective measures must be taken. Some effective measures must be taken to measure the quality of English teaching in India. Now, overcrowded classroom. Why? There are major challenges of teaching English in India. The first one is overcrowded classroom, because there is a deficiency of teacher. A skilled person is available, but the government is not recruiting the teachers, and the teachers are skilled, and they can be able to give their knowledge, give their language skill to the students, but the teachers are government is not recruiting the teachers to deliver their lectures in the classroom. Therefore, the classroom is overcrowded, and overcrowded classroom generally reduce the teacher's ability to teach English effectively. If the classroom is overcrowded, definitely you can't be able to impart your knowledge efficiently. Effectively, you can't be able to teach English language if your classroom is very crowded, and sometimes we can face that there is a deficiency of English teachers, and there are many students in a classroom is very crowded. Therefore, teachers ability to teach English effectively and pay individual attention to the learners. It is very difficult task to pay attention to the learners and teach English effectively. It is a very tough task in a overcrowded classroom. Then the first challenge of teaching English in India is overcrowded classroom. This is the biggest reason. This is the big reason that an English teacher who wants to give the right knowledge of English language, but he can't be able to teach English effectively because there is a crowd there. Therefore, and next we have to discuss that all the learners do not come from the same social, linguistic and social culture background. I have been telling you that the different backgrounds, the students come from their different backgrounds. and we all know that all the learners don't come from the same background, because the students background can be different, and they can be from social linguistic different social linguistic background. They can come from social cultural background, different social cultural background. Therefore it is very tough to teach the students. It is a very challenging task to teach the students of the different background. But the teacher, if the teacher has the capability, then definitely he can be able to manage the students from the different backgrounds, they who have come into the class, and the teacher can be able to teach the students effectively with the help of their management skill, their capability, their efficiency in English. But if the class is very crowded, then definitely the creative language creative teacher also gets trouble to teach, because I am also language and English language teacher. Therefore I also get difficulties to teach in a crowded classroom. If the classroom room is very crowded, the teacher does not teach English effectively, and they get trouble to teach. They get difficulty to teach English effectively, because a lot of students, a lot of all the learners, they who come from different backgrounds, they can be meek, they can be hesitated, they can hesitate, because they can't impart their speaking, they can't communicate, because they can fear from English. Why they fear? Because they come from Hindi background, their background is very different. Therefore they hesitate, they do not ask the question from the English teacher. Therefore the English teacher must be humble, must be polite to the students, and the English teacher should speak simple sentences, make the students of his class understand. Now, division of class in a groups becomes a difficult option. Okay, it is essential that the member of each group be naturally congenial. Division of class in groups becomes a difficult option. Division of a class in a groups becomes a difficult option. The teachers may find that they have to make a few changes before the groups are all happily settled, because the teacher have to change. The teacher may find that they have to change a few changes before groups are all happily settled. Then he can be able to go and teach English effectively. Now, the second is a school environment. The second major challenge of teaching English in India, that is a school environment. Now I am talking about the English language teaching needs a new and functional environment, and this may be hard to have. English language teaching needs a new functional environment. Now if you would like to learn English, definitely nowadays we see that in many private schools, the student, they do not speak English during their school time. Therefore it is very difficult to make them learn English, because if they develop their environment in English, then definitely naturally they can be able to learn English. By natural they can learn English, because language is a medium of communication. You can't teach language through grammatical items, but grammar is a set of rules that govern a language. Without grammar we can't be able to run a language, govern a language. But one of the most important thing is to notice that I am here to make you understand a school environment is also major challenge of teaching English in India. Peer teaching, role play, and group activities are rare in Indian classroom. Nowadays we see that in Indian classroom, peer teaching, group teaching is not done. Okay, peer teaching is not done, role play is not done, group activities are rare in Indian classroom. Group activities can be done to as suppose that dialogue as speaking can be given, debate can be given. Okay, public speaking, business speaking, and the agitation can be broken with the help of public speaking, and with the help of role play you can be able to give the role of a customer, like a conversation between a doctor and a patient. Okay, yeah, a conversation between a customer and a shopkeeper, vegetable seller. Then definitely, in if you give the role to each student, definitely they will be able to speak frankly. They will try to speak. They will try to feel that he is buying vegetables. Definitely, these types of thing can be group activities can be done in the classroom in Indian school, but it is rare. It is rare seen in Indian classroom. Therefore, it is a major challenge of teaching English in India. Now, the class listens passively. That is the most important time. That is the most important thing is to notice that whenever a teacher goes to classroom, he becomes lecturer. He must not be a lecturer. He must be a friend, guide. He must be a friend, and he must talk to the students. He must know. He must not make the student passive listeners. A student should be active listener. The student teacher can ask the questions from the student during taking class. Whatever he has taught. Suppose that a teacher has taught for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 points, 3 points he has delivered in his classroom. Then he can ask the questions from these 3 points what he has delivered in his classroom. Definitely the students will be able to get, because they will not be passive listeners. They must be active listeners. In Indian classroom we see that, and most of the teachers give their uh, most of the teachers give their lectures. They do not listen to the students what must they two-way communication can be done during taking class. Okay, but two-way communication is not, one-way communication is done. Therefore the students becomes what, dull, inactive, lazy, and they can sleep. They may sleep in the classroom. Now, the learners are not encouraged to ask questions. In the classroom, sometimes I see that most of the teacher scold the student if they ask the question from the teachers. The most of the teachers scold the students. Therefore, they are discouraged to ask questions. They must be courage to ask questions. They must be motivated, inspired to ask questions in the classroom. Definitely, creative mind be created. Creative, innovative thing can be done in the classroom. If the students want to ask question, then let him ask the question. I am the teacher to answer the questions. If I do not do the solution of the questions of a student, then I am not a teacher. I must solve the questions, solve the sum of the students what they would like to ask from the teachers. I must not be unhappy. I must not be angry from the student side. Sorry. Now, third is a school curriculum. Major challenge in a major challenge of teaching English in India. Major challenge is a school curriculum. Now, the teaching of English in India has been text oriented, and since the beginning, as a result, even after English being taught in his school, even college for several years. Now, we see that teaching of English in India has been text oriented. The students go to read the books to get marks for result. They read for result, not for language improvement. He doesn't read to improve his language. He reads whenever exam comes. The student go to read the syllabus, remember the syllabus, and give the exam to get the marks, but not improve the language, because language is a thing that can give the personality of the student. One can express their views in front of anybody. Suppose that someone is trying to write something in copy. Definitely he can write if he has the qualities to express their views in words. If they know how to express their feelings in words, then definitely they can do like that. But nowadays we see that the teaching of English has been text oriented. The students and boys and girls, they read English language to get good marks, and they do not read English to improve their language, because we all know that nowadays English medium school has been flourished in India. And if you know that the UPSC exam, we see that most of the candidate, their background is English, they pass the UPSC exam very easily. But the students, most of the students who come from Hindi background, they get trouble to pass the exam. Now, learners fail to learn the language. Nowadays, rote memorization is flourished in our India. The people, the students are running after following the learning style, okay, study style, that is rote memorization, okay, because learners are failed to learn language. They are not learning the language. They do not understand the features of language, importance of language in the daily life of the students. They do not understand. Only they read for marks. They read for result. Whenever exam comes, they go to YouTube, search the chapter and read and give the exam, and after that they left the language and they do not use the language in their daily life. Therefore, they fail in their life. They do not succeed in their life. This is the reason. Okay. Now, they fail to write in acceptable English. Okay. They fail to write in acceptable English. I have taught in a many CBSE school, and I got that most of the students are not able to write in English. They failed to write in acceptable English. The students of CBSE schools, most of the schools, they do not know how to express their ideas through English language. In English language, I see that, and I am very unhappy. I am very sad to see that. In India, it is happening now, and every English medium school says that our school is English medium now. But the students, most of the students, they do not know how to express their views in English, and they fail to express their views in acceptable English. Why it happens? It happens because the learners fail to learn language. They do not learn. They remember, they memorize, they mug up. They are muggers. They mug up the sentences, words, and summaries, poems, and they go to exam and they write. They do not understand what are the features of language. They have to learn. If they want to succeed in their life, they have to learn language. If they do not learn language, definitely they will fail in exam. They will fail in life. They will not be a successful person in their life. They will not be able to express their views. They will not be a good speaker. Okay, they will not be a good writer. Therefore I tell you to be a good listener. If you would like to become a good speaker, then listen to me carefully and share this video among your friends. This video is especially for December ctet 2022 English language and pedagogy. The chapter is challenges of teaching English in a diverse classroom, and we are talking about major challenges of teaching English in India. We are talking about a school curriculum. Okay. Now, use appropriate English and converse in English. Use appropriate language and try to translate into English. Whatever you would like to speak English. Don't think in Hindi. Think in English. If you think in English, then definitely you can be able to speak in English. Now, we are talking about faculty reading habits. Faculty reading habits among learners pose a major challenge for teachers who have to teach English to them. Now we see that most of the teachers, they do not know how to read the text. Therefore, it imposes a major challenge for the teachers who have to teach English to them. Some students read by putting fingers on the words, which hinders their concentrations. Some children move backward rather than going forward, and many times they read in a low murmuring sound. What happens? See that. Sometimes it happens that some of the students they put their fingers during reading, and it is a bad habit. Now, and some children move backwards rather than going forward. कुछ बच्चे होते हैं जो आगे बढ़ने के बजाय पढ़ते रहते हैं, रीडिंग करते रहते हैं, तो पीछे चले जाते हैं, और कुछ जो होते हैं धीरे धीरे मरमराने लगते हैं. मेनी टाइम्स दे रीड इन लो मरमरिंग साउंड. सो ज़्यादातर समय में बच्चे क्या होते हैं, वो फुसफुसाने लगते हैं. लैक ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. नाउ it is a major challenge of teaching English in India, that is lack of practice. The student, they do not do practice. They think that by remembering the rules, forms, and a lot of passages, if they are remembering, they will be able to speak. But it is not like that. If they would like to write, read, and speak, definitely they will have to learn the language. Lack of practices. It can also be a problem for a student, as English has a vast vocabulary along with numerous homophones and phrasal verbs. A lot of idioms and phrases and one-word substitution can be seen in vocabulary, and a lot of numerous homophones can be seen. It can also be a problem for a student because it has a vast vocabulary. Therefore, lack of practices can be the major challenge of teaching English in India. While teaching English in a class, correcting spellings and pronunciation of the words is a big challenge for a teacher. While teaching English in a class, correcting spellings, if the students are reading, then their major challenge of teaching English in India, that is correcting spelling. Most of the students, they write their spellings incorrectly. They do not write spellings. They do not pronounce the words correctly. It is a big challenge for a teacher. Exam oriented. Most of the students prepare for English language as exam oriented. Major challenge of teaching English in India, that is exam oriented. The English language learning syllabus is created wholly from the examination point of view, because we know that जो सिलेबस तैयार किया जाता है दोस्तों, वो एग्जाम ओरिएंटेड ही तैयार किया जाता है, एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तैयार किया जाता है. इसीलिए दिक्कत होता है. द इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज लर्निंग सिलेबस इज क्रिएटेड होली फ्रॉम द एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. एग्जाम के ख्याल से ही जो है पूरा का पूरा क्या किया जाता है, तो ये सिलेबस तैयार किया जाता है. इसलिए भी कठिनाई होती है इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज टीचिंग, भारत में इंग्लिश टीचिंग करने में. नाउ एज अ रिजल्ट द कंटेंट एग्जामिनेशन पेपर. देखिए ऐसा होता है, रिजल्ट में क्या होता है कि कंटेंट पर फोकस नहीं किया जाता, जिससे कम्युनिकेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस जो है स्टूडेंट्स का बढ़ाया जा सके, बल्कि एग्जामिनेशन पेपर को कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए उसी के हिसाब से जो है एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सिलेबस को क्रिएट कर दिया जाता है. इसलिए समस्याएं आती है. तो हमने चर्चा किया मेजर चैलेंजेस ऑफ टीचिंग इंग्लिश इन इंडिया: ओवर क्राउडेड क्लासरूम, स्कूल एनवायरनमेंट, स्कूल करिकुलम, फैकल्टी रीडिंग हैबिट्स, lack of practices, exam oriented. These are the major challenges of teaching English in India. And how is the video? Do comment, do like, do subscribe to my channel, and share this video among your friends. Bye bye. Take care. Hope to see you again. Have a nice day.